You like the title? You're my little Scrooge thing? I don't give a hoot what the ghouls think. It's a little Christmassy, but whatever. It's almost Christmas. It's Halloween. Why do people who like dark chocolate act so pretentious about it? That you have grasped the firmament, my friend. You have grasped the firmament. That's a very me bit. That's a bit that resonates with me. People who prefer dark chocolate love to say shit like, I'm not like other sweet tooth enjoyers. I'm not like other sweet tooth enjoyers. I like dark chocolate. I eat my candy for medicinal benefits. What are the medicinal benefits? I don't really know. I have a few squares of dark chocolate. Can I be bad for a second? I have a few squares of dark chocolate after dinner every night. No. It's not regular chocolate. It's dark chocolate. It's dark chocolate. You eat chocolate? Oh, wait. It's not like other chocolates. It's dark chocolate, bro. Milk chocolate enjoyers talk about how yucky dark chocolate is? No, bro. You're literally beefing with 7-year-olds. What are you talking about? They do? No, they don't. I've never met an adult in my life who is like, ooh, dark chocolate's so icky. They do, I swear to God. You're beefing with the kids coming to your house to say trick or treat. What are you talking about? Way more common than you think. Is this like a Ma and Pa Kent thing where I was like, why did James Gunn characterize them as backwoods yokels who are completely disconnected from the rest of the world? And then people who actually lived there are like, that's what people are like there. And I'm like, that's ridiculous. Excuse me, Tyson, I go outside all the time. I just don't go to Kansas. Because, like, I don't watch college basketball in person, I suppose. I might watch it on TV now and then. Thank you, Magresta. Thank you for your 5-stream watch streak. I appreciate it. A lot of you guys, I'm sorry, I already thanked Magresta. Malumin, I do not thank you for your 5-stream watch streak, because that means you've also been chatting and pretending to be Maya Higa for 5 streams in a row. And I mean, if you stack that up over 6 months, which I think you would stack that up over 6 months, I mean, that's a very indictable oeuvre of work that you've made there. Let me just see here. /user Lumen SE. Good morning. I'd like to cordially invite you to meet Stompy the Emu and Winnie the Cow at Alvius. Good morning. I would like to cordially invite you to meet Stompy the Emu and Winnie the Cow at Alvius. What's up, nerd? It's Maya Higa. Did you see the news Ozzy Osbourne died? That was from yesterday. Do you fuck with Chapel Roan? Spelled wrong. Hey, NL, I know you think great minds think alike, so I think that means you would also pretend to be Maya Higa in Northernlion's chat. I don't know what the hell you're talking about, man. I think that you may need to put that to rest. The bit is not working. It's gaining no traction. It's gone on way too long. If anything, can I tell you what kind of ticks me off? Whoa, hang on. What'd you say? Apollo? Why are you laughing then? Well, it's funny. Apollo, they got banned. They were doing the same thing in Chibli's chat and they got banned. And then in the unban request, they were like, all knock it off. And then they've been like relatively more normal in Chibli's chat ever since. I keep telling them to knock it off and they're just like, I'm just going to double it up. That's what's funny about it. That's funny to me, man. Just wait till this guy hears about Scath Eyes. Yeah, but Scath Eyes is a unicorn because they never asked for more attention. They never altered the bit to ask for more attention. The attention came by them honestly. Scath Eyes was typing that shit in chat for like 6 months before it gained any traction at all. And now they're like infamous. I respect the commitment to the bit. Malumin _SE, I don't think they have the same kind of temerity. I think that if they had an inkling that they would get more attention if they pivoted off the bit, they would pivot in a heartbeat. Yeah, like Fartmaster. No disrespect, Fartmaster, if you're still here, but you folded. Fartmaster 18 tried to pivot into becoming a chat influencer somehow. Like, okay, here, check it out. Fartmaster 18, Fartmaster 18, Fartmaster 18. I don't know who I am anymore. Stop saying my name. Is this sponsored or does he just like playing shitty games? I've been thinking about Bratty Noam Chomsky for months. It's anal stimulation summer. Okay, that one's pretty funny to be honest. Hi chat, can our friendship be rebuilt? I need help. Don't say my name. I'm not a chatter to celebrate. And then like 6 weeks ago, how strange it is to be anything at all. This is why you can't break character as a novelty account, man. It gets way too real. If you're gonna be a novelty account, you have to be a novelty account. You can't break the novelty account. Yes, it's Scat Eyes. Everyone applaud Scat Eyes. Let's see what Maluman has said in this period as well. Okay. You misunderstand me. I'm not a troll account. I'm actually Maya Higa. It's just weird. Like, Apollo, back me up here. It's just weird. It's just a weird energy. It's pretty weird. Yeah, it's just weird. It's just weird for a dude from Finland to pretend to be a woman influencer. It gives off horrible vibes. How do you know they're from Finland? It's just a hunch. Am I right? Can you tell me if I'm right? No, I'm not. Do you live there presently, but you're from Sweden or something? There's Finnish energy popping off of this. How's Spin Boy? I'm from Minnesota. I don't buy that. Honestly, I don't buy that. Also, that's not fair, because I asked if you were Finnish and you said no, and then you said you're from Minnesota, which is like a 70% chance you actually are Finnish. Anyway, let's do the dolls, man. Notch apples shining so bright, diamonds and gold, that's what I mine. That's what I mine. Diamonds and gold, that's what I mine. That's what I mine. You know this one, Apollo? Stop, I don't know that one. All right, chat. Sorry, had to happen. Twice Shorts, don't DMCA me.
Mine and craft. I got a beacon in a jungle.
Hey.
Diamonds in a tunnel.
Hey.
You and me go mining. So gone and come to my cave.
I have a theory that the reason people get so mad when I play this is because it's so catchy you can't help but get it stuck in your head.
Go craft a diamond pickaxe, craft it for me. Turn around and drop the diamond pickaxe,
come and drop it for me.
I'll build a
Beach house on an island.
Place down blocks of diamond.
Hey.
Notch apples for dinner. Mob's gonna be frightened. I'll drop a diamond for you.
Drop a diamond for you.
Said I'll drop it if you want it.
Take my armor if you want it. Go.
Jump in the minecart track.
Put some powered rails on it.
Any ore you want.
I can dig, break, and mine it.
You deserve the diamonds. You deserve the gold.
It's so good,
I'm
man.
gonna mine it for you. Notch apples shining.
Oh shit. Minecraft boat racing on ice. Diamonds and gold are what I mine. That's what I mine. It's fucking good. I don't care who you are, bro. It's fucking good. You're right, the production is fucking clean, man. The production is clean. I think it's fucking good. You're almost 40? Yeah, what does that make you? Fucking 37? We're not so different, Goggy. We're both getting older at the same motherfucking rate, dummy. You're the one watching it. I'll stop doing it when you stop laughing. You think the person who made it is 14 or 24? I bet they're like 24. 24 seems right to me. They're definitely not 14, man. I sentence you to one more verse.
Gold are what I mine, are what I mine. Flex by the fire at night.
When they say flex by the fire at night, all the Minecraft avatars are like throwing their gems into a fire. It's fucking sick, man.
Goat, sheep, and snowman,
all white. Diamonds and gold are what I mine. That's what I mine. It's fucking good. I don't care who you are. Apollo, the worst part is, I'll play this, and then people will say, like, this is bad, and then they'll say, oh, the parodies I was watching when I was 13 are better. It's so embarrassing. Like, they're so blinded by nostalgia, they have lost the ability to actually look at things objectively. That's factual. All mine them. I didn't watch parodies at any age. It's crazy because you're the same people that told me that like White and Nerdy is better than Ride and Dirty. So embarrassing. Or I make fun of you for going to see a Weird Al Yankovic show and then you say something like he sings live, bro. He sings live. The show is actually a good time. It probably is. Yeah, but it's like kids' music.
Diamonds and gold are what I mine, are what I mine. Diamonds and gold are what I mine, are what I mine.
That's fucking good stuff. You know what else I was rocking yesterday? There was Andy, who I mean no disrespect to, but Andy was cheering for the Mariners last night in the Peloton Discord, and I brought up the Key and Peele MMA trash talk sketch. I'm gonna dance around him while he tries to hit me with his cane. Oh man. Andy is very rude, man, but he will learn manners. Derek is the student. God is the teacher, and I am God's instrument. New NMIX album came out. Bro's listening to parody music. Kate, I can't listen to NMIX on stream. JYP is going to own my channel. What you know about mining down in the deep? Yes, dude, you know, you're a knower. Feeling like an axolotl in the ocean. Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about. That's the one. There's some good Minecraft parodies out there these days, man. You wouldn't get it, honestly. You guys are listening to quote-unquote serious music like 100 gex. When I was a kid, we only had 3 gex, and that's the way we liked it, okay? The first one was a 2D platformer. The second one was like, they tried to make it like Mario 64, and it didn't totally work. I don't even know what happened in the third one, to be honest with you. Now they got 100. Inflation's crazy, right? Is this Grease 2? Has kind of a Grease 2 sort of cinematography to. Oh, it's Carrie! That's Sissy Spacek, bro. That's Carrie baby. Carrie, won't you come out tonight? Don't do it, Carrie! Don't do it! They're tricking you! Why is the sky blue? That's crazy. I feel like Uzi Vert's gonna get that one, though. I know a lot about the sky. I don't know that much about Lil Uzi Vert. Give me... Christianity is less popular than... This is everything that's wrong with society these days. More kids are searching, why is the sky blue, than searching to find the Lord to answer the mysteries of the universe for them. We've lost our way, man. We've lost... Or maybe it's just because everyone knows so much about it, they don't have to search for it anymore. Blackpink or Baby No Money? No disrespect to the Vancouver Goat. It's got to be Blackpink on this one. They're pretty big. Baby No Money, dude. I knew he was popular. I didn't know he was that popular. This is an interesting one because is Offset the... Kate, are you still here? Is Offset the one who said Cardi B's butt smells like a garbage can? There's a whole book about it. Are you excited for MGK to play the CFL halftime show? Is that real? Is that real? MGK's playing the halftime show? It's real? Oh, man, that's really funny. I kept pointing out last night, too. Imagine being me, watching the Jays game, looking behind home plate. Is that fucking... That's Geddy Lee. That's Geddy Lee! And then I went over to the TV, I pointed at Geddy Lee for my wife, and I said, that's the lead singer of Rush. And she said, how do you know that? He just looks like a guy. And I said, I don't know what to say. He looks like a little bit like a bird. He's got those round sunglasses. He's got the ponytail. That's Geddy Lee, man. She didn't believe me. I was like, I don't know how to, and I didn't get like a news tip that was like Geddy Lee's there. I was like, that's Geddy Lee's whole head and body. I still think it's Baby No. I didn't know Offset was popular. Is this Bad Bunny? I'm seeing Bad Bunny everywhere. He's in Happy Gilmore 2. He's in the SNL sketch where Huntrix shows up. Kate was showing me that one last night. Bad Bunny, he's all over the place these days, man. Joe Beef. Who the fuck is Bad Bunny? He's like the most popular artist in the world right now. I'm okay. He's probably in the top 5 most popular artists in the world right now. Taylor Swift is probably still the most popular artist in the world, but he's in the top 5, I think. Now, could I name any song that he's done? No. But I know him. I mean, I'm switched into the culture. Here's what I was thinking, man. It was something like you flip it around. You go America Ferrera, Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants, 1, and then I hadn't really thought about what I'm doing here. Hadn't really considered where I was going from here, but I got to remember we're getting to Swanky. I feel like I could do something. I feel like I can go Bradley Whitford, Get Out. And then from Get Out, I was thinking, it's crazy if they ever do a Trevor Lawrence biopic. Anyway, wait, Stephen Root, are you in You are in the fucking tragedy of Macbeth with Francis McDormand, motherfucker! That's fucking crazy, and I'll tell you why. Because I got 40 minutes into the tragedy of Macbeth today, and that dude that wakes up when the owl screeches, I was like, Stephen Root's putting on a fucking clinic. And then I went like this. I don't think that's Stephen Root. But then I went, wait, I think he fucking disappeared into the role so much, it might fucking be him. Oh shit, I went back to Nomadland. No, that's what we're supposed to do. Okay. David Strathairn, but then don't go to Nomadland. He disappears into the fucking role in the tragedy of Macbeth, bro. No spoilers, please. I've read the play 5 times in school and seen 4 different Macbeth movies, but no spoilers, please. Give me Heaven's Fall. I don't know what's going on here. Anthony Mackie? Maury Chaykin? Wesley Snipes, huh? All right, Caught Stealing. Austin Butler, Zoe Kravitz, Liv Schreiber. I've got it. It's Wesley Snipes' Blade Trinity. Wolverine Origins. Wait, no, sorry. Ryan Reynolds. Wolverine. X-Men Origins Wolverine. Liv Schreiber. Caught Stealing. Time. That was a pretty good one today. We got Shakespeare and X-Men Origins Wolverine in the same one. I can live with that. 10-piece for Swanky, kind of crazy. We're getting there, man. I mean, now that I've been off the CZs for almost 3 weeks, man, everything's coming back to me. Who's the guy on the Blue Jays? This is for you, VIP Daniel. I don't think he was playing last night. Who's the guy on the Blue Jays that's doing the DrDisrespect cosplay, but it's not cosplay, that's just how he looks? Davis Schneider, thank you. Davis Schneider. He's owning that mustache, man. It actually is sick. He's got crazy aura. Toronto, Pittsburgh. Yeah, maybe my GOAT, Ron Francis. Any Leafs fans remember when Ron Francis got smashed into the boards and they were trying to get him off the ice, but he just kept slipping as he was crawling off the ice?
Not. Stevens wasted little time showing Ron Francis to his seat. Actually showed him to the front of his face, and Francis a little trouble regaining his faculty. Francis actually came back, skated a couple more shifts, and they decided he had a concussion and ought to be through for the night.
Who hit him, man? It seems like a Scott Stevens, Chris Neal type of hit. No, I wasn't born. Were you born when Dennis Weidman got creamed into the boards? And then he got so mad that he cross-checked the referee in the back? That's now that everybody's okay, I think that's a very funny moment. He got so mad that he got hit that he said, I'm going to kill the referee. Remember when they dropped Madonna off the stretcher? I remember seeing somebody slide off the stretcher. I didn't know it was the highest point total American player in history. Holy cow. They used to, like, watching the NHL in the 90s went crazy if you were like 8 years old and hadn't developed any form of empathy yet. Because it really was like 1 in every 15, 20 games, someone would just get lit the fuck up with their head down, skating cross ice, and the announcers would act like it was the greatest thing that had ever happened. They would take like 20 strides and jump into the dude's head, and the dude would just be on the ice like with his eyes rolled back in his head, and they would be like, you can't do that! You can't skate across the blue line with your head down! You deserve what you got! I gotta be honest with you. You might think this is, well, I don't know. I was gonna say I'm gonna go with the mystery sandwich, but like something about the edge of it. Like I like Spam, but this isn't really Spam, and the edge of it just doesn't look right. But I don't really want to eat this either. I think I gotta go with that, but I really don't want to eat that. This shit is pissing me off, okay? Because like I like red onions. But this is depressing. This is like very far. The delta between this and a good burger is higher than this and a good onion sandwich. But like this would taste better. I have to take it, man. And again, I apologize. This looks good too, just to be clear. But if you'll allow me to get on my high horse, yes, it's 15 pounds. It's the Rose Bowl, bro. That's like it's one of the biggest college football games of the year. It happens once a year. It's like people travel from all over the country to go here. It's supply and demand, bro. There's lots of demand. So they raise the price. Is 15 quid, though? Are you taking the piss? I hate this! I hate every second of Scrandle is misery! Nobody cares about whether the food looks good, they only care whether or not it's a good deal! Every single second of Scrandle is agony! It's chicken teriyaki bowl. The Caribbean island of Guadeloupe is an overseas region of what nation? France. Straight up, though it only got its name in 1940, what part of the Earth makes up 84% of the volume? I know so little about geology. This is definitely going to be embarrassing. I'm going to say it's the mantle. Okay. Because the mantle's there's the crust is the top. We're on the crust. And then just below that is the mantle. And then the core is in the middle. Correct. Okay. So the crust has got to be small as fuck. And the core has to be pretty small just by definition, I guess. After a 3-decade film career, The Power of the Dog gave an Oscar nomination to what actress? Kirsten Dunst. What star of Top Hat and Holiday Inn once said Rita Hayworth was his favorite dance partner? It's James Stewart. Fuck. It's Fred Astaire. I should have said fucking Fred Astaire, but I thought Fred Astaire would never betray Ginger Rogers by saying someone who wasn't Ginger Rogers was his #1 dance partner. That's fucked up, man. He did like 30 movies with Ginger Rogers. Santa Tequila is a joint venture by Sammy Hagar and what roughly as classy TV guy? Guy on TV who's not that classy. Guy Fieri? Holy fuck! I'm insane, man. I'm crazy. Something's in the air. I don't know what to tell you. I'm reveling in the cereals, man. I'm reveling in the cereals. Holy shit. Hang on, I'm gonna blow my nose real quick. So listen, I understand. I do have a friend named Nose just off camera, and I swallowed. You're right, Justin. How you doing? So obviously we have this study of dubious quality that says that increased consumption of artificial sweeteners leads to faster than normal brain aging, and a lot of people have used their fucking bachelor's degrees to be like, they're sketch posting. Here's why this isn't true. I haven't actually looked at it that much, but here's why it isn't true. I am very smart, by the way. But how do you reckon that with my fucking increased incidence of crazy performances in the dulls ever since I got off the Coke Zero? How do you reconcile that? Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think you fucking can. True. Variance? Yeah, there's a big variance. There's a variance between a fellow like you and a fellow like me. 1859 introductions. Here we go. Hilbert's problems. Now it's my problem, apparently. Hypotheses. It's the Riemann's hypothesis. Wow! I had a roommate who was in physics and math at university. And he was always saying stuff like, you know, if you solve this, you get like $1 million or something. But I have no idea what it is. Let's find out. It's the conjecture that the Riemann zeta function has its zeros only at the negative even integers. And okay, whatever. How would I know, bro, to be honest with you? Look at the Coke Zero sales falling through the fucking floor, man. I'm uncovering parts of my brain I have not thought of in 2 decades. This is crazy. Also, college is insane because you start on like even footing with some of your roommates, and then in second year they start talking about shit like the Riemann hypothesis. I'm out here saying, what should I get first in Civilization 4, Stonehenge or the Great Pyramids, bro? Like you if you fall behind early, you got a lot of room to make up. Horace, Latin mottos, is Carpe Diem? Carpe Diem, seize the day. Ashkenazi Jewish cuisine, beef, dried meat, Turkish words and phrases. I have no idea. Pastrami, I have some idea. I have some idea about pastrami, yeah. That looks good as fuck. How'd you not get pastrami? Well, I think I know what pastrami is. I'm more familiar with pastrami than the Riemann's hypothesis, as most people probably would be. But I did not know that it was a Turkish word. I guess if you gave me enough time, I probably would have clocked that it's Ashkenazi Jewish cuisine. But it didn't come immediately to mind. I was thinking of something associated with, I don't know, like matzo balls or something like that. You didn't know it's Turkish? I apologize to the Turkish people watching. I did not know that pastrami's name is Turkish. I'll be honest, you'd be surprised at things I don't know about Turkey. I know a lot about the ice cream. Anyone got a cultural explanation for how they started fucking around and trolling with the ice cream all the time? Because it's funny? It is funny. I loved getting Turkish ice cream when I lived in South Korea, which is a funny sentence. But I'm not going to lie. Made me mad now and then. It got me a little aggravated because after like 3 or 4 bait and switches, you're like, now I just want the ice cream. But the dude's still fucking with you. He's got 100 different ways to troll you with it, man. Let's be honest, this is likely to be some shit by Adele. Or Alicia Keys. Oh, are you Firework by Katy Perry? Did you ever feel like a waste of space? Really? Can I phone a friend, Justin? Me phoning Justin on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire on the $1 Million Question. What is this song? Hey, Justin, take a listen to this. It fucking sucks, right? It kind of sucks. It kind of sucks ass. Yeah. Keep your money, Regis. I'm out. For that reason, I'm out. I have no idea. Don't leave. Stay. Stay with me. Nope. Sorry, guys. That's Rihanna Stay featuring Mickey Echo. I don't know this one. Just with God as my witness, I think I swear hand to the Lord, I don't believe that I know this song. How have you not heard this? I was living on my own most of this year, to be honest with you. I wasn't taking the school bus home from 7th grade or whatever. God is my witness. I don't think I've ever heard it before in my life. I had to drink a few more Coke Zeros before I know that one. Luckily, you never have to worry about what's in the San Pellegrino because they put the heavy metals right on the bottle. They're making AI hentai games now? That's crazy. You think there's a Gooner's remorse? I wouldn't want to be on the other side of Gooner's remorse. If 15,000 Gooners find out they've been jerking off to AI-generated hentai, I think that would be like, let me just put it that way, I wouldn't want to be the lightning rod that gets struck by that bolt. Why would they care? It's an unethical jerk. It's like eating a meal in pill form. Like it sustained you, but it nourished your body at the cost of your spirit. You've taken a shortcut towards staying alive that has gradually siphoned off that which made you human. That's why they would be fucking mad. What are we going to do here? I was thinking what we should do here. First, let's check the Steam. We should beat Agree, don't get me wrong, but I'm also going to check the Steam. Holy shit, Vampire the Masquerade 2? Good day for 40-year-olds? Yeah. Not me, I'm 36. For a little longer. But if you're 40, I bet that's sick. Sweet Home Look and Find 4 Collector's Edition? Hang on here. Explore a cozy house full of secrets, find hidden objects, solve puzzles, and design your dream interior? Hang on, some of these look kind of sick, man. Big Adventure Trip to Europe 2 Collector's Edition? They've been coming out with like a game a day, man. Big Adventure Trip to Europe 8 Collector's Edition? I got to take a peek at this. 7 user reviews. How do they like it? After I did the update, the game will not start. I updated the game and now it does not work. Thumbs up, lots of things to find. Easy eye-catching game with European sights. It's a crazy world out there, man. It does sound like Germacore. Absolutely. We should just play Isaac, man. Diceomancer? 1 second here. Diceomancer. Diceomancer is in my library, bro. I played this. Oh, that one. That game was crazy. I don't think I got the IQ for that. I'm not sure I'm the type. I think we gotta play some Isaac, man. You got nothing to do, you play Isaac. It's the way it goes. Did you try Arc Raiders? I watched Justin play it, and for 5 minutes, I was like, I think this would be awesome for me. And then I saw that the map had depth, and I said, no shot. And it's not Justin's fault, it's the game's fault. And it's not even fault, it's just like, it's not for me at my present age and mental capacity. I saw him enter a door that was in the middle of a building vertically. Like there was a sky bridge and he entered the middle of a building, and in my head I saw myself inside of the building trying to where do I go? Where's the exit? I don't know where the exit is. You have to find the emergency stairs and go up 6 floors and then take the sky bridge across, and then there's a terminal in the other. And I went, I can't do that. It's already hard enough for me to just shoot stuff, man. To find out where I have to go to get shot is like a scavenger hunt that ends like with the grand prize being my own death. Sorry guys, I know this is bad for you, but this is it's a mature rated video game, so Twitch is gonna ask many of you to leave as a result of the fact that this is a mature rated video game for people who are 18 years of age and older only. It's 30 plus chat only. Don't you hate it when you go to the Home Depot and they say they've got the object in stock, but then you try to buy the object and it's not on the shelf, and they say, well, did you order it online? Then you can get it in for in-store pickup. And now, man, I'm here already. I just realized also, I think I might have to use controller. I booted up Isaac because I didn't know what to play, but I forgot that my right arrow keycap broke off, man. And I think that's the fella you need to shoot with. Nah, I'll probably just hit the switch itself, I guess, and we'll probably be okay. Dead God? Is this the one I'm looking for? Like, apparently I've got a run in progress. Let's boot it up, man. Just swap a less important key? What the hell's going on, man? It says press tab to enable mods, but the mods are disabled. But then I boot the game and it's like Fiend Folio's not working. It doesn't make any sense, man. Okay. No, I can still play this even with the broken. What the hell is this, bro? Guys, what have I done to Isaac? what did I do to my game? That's really funny. You might need to remove the mods. The mods are already disabled, man. How do you disable the mods when they're already disabled? Uninstall it from the Steam Workshop. I hate PC gaming. I hate PC gaming. Every game is misery. I hate gaming. I hate gaming. Why aren't you playing Gooner Slay the Spire? You're not a real Gooner. It doesn't come out till 8 p.m. Pacific time. All right, let's go. Get that mouse pointer off the screen. Get those lights off. Dad's Key. That's a classic right there. Dad's Key. Of course, we know what to do with Dad's Key. What are you going to do with Dad's Key? You're going to use it right here to try to open a secret room. He's still got it. I did get it. And then place a bomb perfectly to give you the nickel and blow this guy up to give you head of the keeper. Bro, it's all coming back to me now like Celine Dion. You know, it's possible we played so little Isaac. We might have some like Bolivian teenagers come in here being like, is this his first time playing the game? What's crazy is they don't know. You don't start with the D6 on Isaac, bro. You don't start with the D6 on Isaac. You have to unlock it by beating Mom like 10 times or something. Freaky ass Unk playing Binding of Isaac, asking questions like, is a hot dog a sandwich? They're calling him the modern day Diogenes. They're calling him the modern day Diogenes. Kids these days turn on his stream and use it to form opinions about shit they have no lived experience with. They're calling it Twitch. The golden trollololol bomb. They've done it again, man. They've done it again. Squeeze me, sire. Okay, give me a second here. So I think I want to do this. Holy cow. A tiers upgrade with shot speed up as well. And a bevy of resources. You're too good to me, man. And this is like clearly your second secret room right here. Holy cannoli. It feels good to be back, man. It feels good to be back. Don't forget about this. Some hearts would go crazy. Tick? No, I don't think so. You guys wouldn't serve me wrong. The Drachel! I forgot. The Dross and the Drachel. I was thinking about why something like Isaac feels like more... When I play it, like I feel like I understand what's happening more than something like Ball X Pit. Part of it is obviously that I've played 10,000 hours of this game, so this is like closer to normal life than anything else that I do on a daily basis. I think part of it is like, I prefer a roguelike like this, where you have to kind of work for your rerolls. A roguelike that gives you so much choice in what you actually get, to me feels like, it's a mechanic, it's not like objectively good or bad, but it strikes me as like it's too focused towards fixing your run towards a specific thing that you actually want, instead of like rolling with the punches of what you get and trying to make it work regardless. Come on. Lovers? Moon? How do I not have a stim associated with absolutely every data point that you get in this game? I never started saying shit like moon's over my hammy or something like that every time I got a moon card. That would go so hard right now instead of trying to think of like an original thought. It was pre-stim era. Oh, it was. You're so real for that. It was pre-stim era. Big beautiful fly, people. Big beautiful fly. It predates the bill. We need a new Wii Sports. That's real, man. I blew my child's mind. Wii Sports came on in the car, you know, the song. I said, you know, Daddy used to play this video game back in the day. She said, what? No way. And I said, yeah. And she said, how? And I said, on the Nintendo Wii. Played it on the Nintendo Wii in college. She was like, she couldn't fathom that I had played Wii Sports. Didn't have the heart to tell her it's like maybe the best-selling single video game ever made. Why is she so surprised? Well, I think it's like the same reason that you guys get surprised when you find out like I have memories of like 2005 or whatever. It's hard to believe, especially when you're young. It's hard to believe that there was a world here before you got here because you were not here to perceive it. So I understand that. I understand that 100%. I was born in 2005. I honestly feel bad for you. How does that strike you? Like, God willing, we'll both be old one day, but only one of us got to see Wedding Crashers in theaters. I don't want my streamer to get old? Well, there's only one alternative, bro. I want my streamer to get old. That's the only way they can stay alive, man. Would you upload your mind into the internet? No, but, you know, I'm not naive. Someone will do it for me. Let's roll this, man. I would absolutely take that. And maybe one of these as well. Maybe How's Your Father here? Anyone remember what any of these do? May your greed know no bounds? I'm not really fucking with all that. He re-rolled Birthright. I'm gonna be honest with you, Origin. I don't know what Birthright even does. All right. Well, fair enough. I remember this guy. They were doing a lot in this game, man. Youch. Nice try. Honestly, easiest dodge in my life. That one, not as good. There was a time, people will doubt it, but it existed. There was a time where you just shot enemies in this game. That's all you did. There was none of this puzzle malarkey. I got an idea. Good idea. Good idea. I thought the counter would reset when we went to a new room, man. I thought they would reward ingenuity instead of stayed strategies. You got me thinking LeBron ain't gonna be that guy this year. Are you watching the run? Like, I'm still that guy. This has secret room written all over it, bro. How did I not get hit there? What the frick did I tell you? What the hell is even that? You can't be that good, let's be realistic. You guys could be. I'll fucking take a step. Rock bottom? What do you raise the lowest stat by a little bit? Sacred orb, somehow we didn't take damage. I can live with that. Rock bottom's huge. You've got the mandate of heaven. All right. Dude, it was my father-in-law's 70th birthday this weekend, which is crazy, man. Because he actually, like, forget about the guy who's trying not to age. So he's, like, measuring his son's erections every night or whatever to try to glean some insight. He looks fucking good for 70, man. And I don't think he's necessarily living the healthiest lifestyle. It's kind of like, it's a longevity black pill. Or an aging black pill. I think he's just got great genetics for aging. Like, I mean, he doesn't look 40, but he looks like he's in his mid-50s maybe, despite being 70, which is incredible. But it got me laughing. Kate, I don't know if you saw, because there was a lot going on. You know, we're part of that crunched generation where, like, we're kind of taking care of our kids and our kid and our parents at the same time. And Korean barbecue was like a big microcosm of that, because I was like my mom doesn't eat a lot of meat, so I was trying to find like some food that she can eat. And then my kid thinks that they don't like Korean barbecue, but she actually loves Korean barbecue. It just has to be like the right kind of meat. And my dad was like, he doesn't know the process necessarily for eating the Korean barbecue, but he likes it. And I'm sorry to say that my dad slipped through the cracks a little bit. I didn't give him the proper tutorial for the Korean barbecue, and I looked over at one point and dude was just grabbing meat off the grill and putting it into his mouth off the grill. He wasn't putting it in the rice bowl or in the sauce dish or anything to cool it down a little bit. He was going chopstick to grill to meat to tongue. And I was like, are you okay? Isn't that too hot? And he's like, it's a little hot. I was like, well, you just let it cool down for a minute, man. It's okay. Ain't going nowhere. He was going beast mode. Run, bro. Well, I'd like, oh, crap. Let me out. I vaguely recall this now. Go ahead. So that's bait. He should have known that, honestly. Baited. Are you seeing these crazy plays? Youch! How'd you like that? How'd you like me now? Know that song from the movie theater? I've heard it at the movie theater a few times. Nah, I might be the goat. No, they be taking my bucket. No. It's in Borderlands 2. That tracks for sure. You know what's funny is watching the Canadian broadcast of an NFL game, and all the commercials are like, "Our car is made in Canada," and then watching all the commercials in an NFL broadcast that takes place in America, and all the car commercials are like, "Our cars are made 100% in America," and it's the same car. Nationality is an advertising point, yes. What the hell was some fucking churlish ass response to that? The hell are you talking about, man? The sulfuric tears, do we want those? It's on Visions of Gehenna. I didn't know that shit back then, so this is new. Roll me? I'll take Ghost Pepper for sure. I don't even know what my luck stat is. You gotta have 10 to get maximum flames, but Penty in the claw machine is crazy. I'm off the pen, don't tell her, bro. Nice synergy with Ghost Pepper there. Yay! That's pretty good. How about this one? In and around the lake. So true. Mountains come out of the sky and they stand there. I don't know. So I've listened around about 500 times. Is it really about like losing your niece at the cottage and then like finding them and being like, don't tell your dad that you got lost at the cottage? This is the Isaac I missed, man. A boss attacking 2 times before dying. I want the heart. Fuck that. Crown Royal bag, no shot. The Pact. Arguably the best item in Vanilla Isaac. Am I missing anything on this floor? Knowers? Am I missing anything on this floor? Nope. Not really. I don't think so. I'm waiting for Librarian. Librarian is a lazy Matman Platinum subscriber, so I'm waiting for their deliberation. Am I missing anything related to continuing with the alt path is what I'm trying to say, I guess. Use Chariot, please. Is it gonna drop a bunch of bombs on me and kill me? Maybe? Cool. Cool. Oh yeah, rock bottom? I don't know what's going on, man. Punching is bad, but it's kind of funny. You were birthed, weren't you? Yeah, I was birthed. I was birthed, I know, because my mom just gave me my baby blanket that my grandma knitted for me. It has my time of birth on it. Anyone want to guess when a fellow like me was born? Not day-wise, but time of day-wise? I know, I assumed, naively, that I would be a morning baby because I'm now a morning person, but I was actually kind of born as like a night owl. I was like a 12:08 a.m. Andy, which is crazy for me to think. That's the latest I've ever stayed up, was the day I was born. That's the morning? Come on, don't be glib, Matt Lauer, don't be glib. 12:08 a.m. is not the morning. If it was 12:08 a.m., if I had a friend in university and after it turned midnight, he said good morning, I'm gonna be honest with you, me and the rest of the crew might have beat the bricks off him. He might... He had had a lot of explaining to do when he was going home for reading week. He's not... We can't let that happen. We gotta have a zero tolerance policy for that kind of corny garbage, okay? That was back when hazing was okay? Yeah, the good old days. You were 100% staying at the Brass till they kicked you out? I got great memories of the Brass. That's where I watched almost all of the 2010 Vancouver Olympics, man. It was a great time. You're good? It's so dark in here, man. Go down, you're fighting mother. I am your mother. You listen to me. You're such a bum 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 bum. Remember when that was like the best comedic pop music we had? Thank God for Sabrina Carpenter, man. She really... She beat Meghan Trainor at her own game. Let's put it that way. I could have my Gucci on. I could have my Louis Vuitton. But even with a nothing on. What did she say? It's not Louis Vuitton, it's Louboutins. Made you look Meghan Trainor lyrics. I could have my Gucci on. I could wear my Louis Vuitton, but even with nothing on, I made you look. Okay. Could you apologize? They made you look? Okay, that's pretty funny. Mods, that person doesn't know ball. I sentence them to listen to a Meghan Trainor album 1,000 times before they chat again. It's perhaps the most cruel and unusual punishment I've ever moded out. They're like, no, just kill me instead. Just give me the electric chair. Please, kill me. Sorry. It's gonna be all about that bass. Give me the waist cut. Give me the death by 5 oxen. She makes the worst songs, doesn't she, people? She does. Yes, she does. Many people are saying Meghan Trainor's songs. It's worse. It's a worse punishment than death. It's worse. I'd rather be dead. I'd rather be dead than listen to the music. It's very sad indeed. This fella, huh? How we doing? Oh, don't stand there. I can't see. I can't do anything without my glasses. You can see the reflexes are still in there somewhere. All right, mogged. The hell is this now? Wait, I'm supposed to enter that too, right? That's a dream come true that we got. Now we can go to delirium as well. They knocked it out of the park with the sound effect. Oh no. The punch sound effect is really good. You're shitting yourself. No, I'm not. It's a pretty good video. I don't know. I think you're partial to whatever you saw at the formative years of your life. I'm more partial to, give me some chocolate milk! I'm more partial to that one, but it's crazy because the mom lied. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm getting out of it. Like, is the kid a little too angry? Yeah. But, like, is he wrong? No shot, bro. She said she'd get him a chocolate milk. And it's a clan match. He needs that nourishment. What the hell's going on here? I'm just gonna, there's no way the bitrate could possibly model what we're seeing right now. They were crazy for putting this much stuff on the screen, man. You know, appreciate what they were able to do. There was a time in my life where I thought I could just, for the rest of my life, record like 10 hours of this game every day. I don't know, maybe we're still there. Apollo, please, this is good vibes only, chat. Please do not say this boss fight is ass. It's one of the most nuanced and mechanics-driven boss fights. Honestly, Miyazaki got a lot of... Miyazaki ran with the Great One Reborn after Edmund walked with this guy. I don't remember his name specifically. This is the Depthler. What's his name? Whoa, hang on. I want to be dead ass with you. When the song was hot, you corrected me when I quoted it as Louis Vuitton in chat. Okay, here we go.
For the last time. It's not walk a mile in these Louis Vuittons. Like Louis Vuitton, okay? It's walk a mile in these Louboutins. As in Christian Louboutin, the shoe designer. Like, I am chill. I'm just such a big fan of his music and his acting. You know his clothing line? Angels and Archways? I'm wearing one of their belts right now. Wait, you're right, it is Louboutins? IGGY says Louboutins. That's how I know that's what the lyric is because it's the words that come out of her mouth. She says, walk a mile in these Louboutins. They don't wear these shits where I... She's got such a way with words. They don't wear these shits where I'm from.
It's actually like, no, I wasn't wrong. I was referencing a 5-year-old beef that I had with you that nobody else, including you, are privy to. What are you talking about here? The song is basically her saying John Madden instead of Steve Madden, but nobody called her on it. What are you talking about? Louis Vuitton makes shoes as well, man. Also, it has more syllables. What's I could keep my Gucci on. I could have my Louboutin. No shot. Honestly, songwriting competition, I gotta put you at the bottom, Meghan Trainor's one spot above you, and then everybody else, then the field. I don't think you know what you're discussing, man. That song's catchy. I would like it to catch a cold and lose its voice so I didn't have to hear it anymore. But to be honest, I actually don't hear it basically ever. You take that or Thunder? I mean, I take Thunder by Imagine Dragons, but it's a bit of a cursed choice. But I do have to admit my kid kind of likes some of the Imagine Dragons songs, mostly because she got introduced to them via Enemy by Bongo Cat, which she now sings with German lyrics. Anyway, she's been listening to a little Imagine Dragons. I forgot how cheesy Radioactive is, man. Like, he says I'm breathing in the chemicals, which is cheesy already, but then when the sound effect goes like they actually do the breathe in sound, like the labored Overwatch breathe in is so bad. Hey Soul Sister or Hey There Delilah? See, these are good questions because it's a hard choice. I would have to honestly say I think I would rather listen to Hey Soul Sister than Hey There Delilah. Mine is too. You'd rather listen to Hey There Delilah? 1,000 miles is pretty far, but they got planes and trains and cars. I'd walk to you if I had no other way. Are you serious, man? How do you know the lyrics? Because it came out when I was in 12th grade, man. You had to pretend to like the song in lots of situations that I need not elucidate for you. Catch me saying, yeah, it's pretty good. Fireflies by Owl City or Hey There Delilah. I would still... I mean, we're getting close to, like, finding out what my least favorite song of all time is. I really don't like Fireflies. I would still take it over Hey There, Delilah. For sure. I think Hey There, Delilah is I think it's an evil song that should not exist. Love your dream scenario review, even though I kind of like the movie. You could like the movie. I just found... Thank you for the gifted subscriptions, by the way. Thank you. I find the main character of Dream Scenario... Sorry, I was going to go off on a tangent here. I find the main character detestable because he's just so pathetic that it disgusts me. And not in the same way, like you watch a movie like Uncut Gems, and it's the character flaws of Howard that lead him, and you never for a second, I think, in Uncut Gems believe that Howard's situation is ever gonna end well. But it's still, like, compelling to watch, because Howard has some joie de vivre. He kind of, like, he enjoys being alive. There's a thrill that he gets from it, even though he's so fucked up. I feel like the exact opposite is true for Nicolas Cage in Dream Scenario. I feel like he's so pathetic. He has what I wrote in the review, I believe, which is that he's so devoid of characterization, save for a mote of ambition, that you can't stick any feeling to him. It's impossible to feel anything at all towards his characterization of this person, which makes him so hateable for me that I can't focus on the rest of the movie, essentially. I think that I love the genre of movies, which is guy gets everything he's ever wanted and finds out it totally fucking sucks. But it's so much worse than American Fiction, which is almost the same movie, minus the supernatural premise, but just done better in every single way. And even American Fiction is, in my opinion, markedly worse than A Different Man, which to me seems like it has that dark edge that Dream Scenario actually wishes that it had the courage to follow through on. Instead, Nicolas Cage is out here talking in a bizarre Mark Wahlberg circa The Happening lilt, just going, what? No, I wouldn't do that the whole fucking movie. And the thing is, he hasn't really done anything. So I'm sitting there watching it and I'm like, just stand up for yourself, man. It's like Wolf Parade. You don't have to say sorry for the shit that you did in dreams. There's some shit that you did in real life that you might want to apologize to your wife for. Not Nicolas Cage, but the character. And I don't know. I found him, for a character that everyone seems to go, well, that's how it is in real life. I found him completely unrealistic. I don't know anybody as spineless as him in real life. Even the most craven fool of an acquaintance that I have would at least stand up and defend himself and be like, please, stop doing this. It's deeply frustrating film for me to watch. I gave it 2 stars. Because I gave Lawnmower Man 1.5 stars, and obviously it's not as bad as the Lawnmower Man, but... And it pisses me off even more, because I wanted to be like, well, I don't know where it went wrong. I'm like trying to diagnose it, I guess. But I'm like, Nicolas Cage plays such a good, pathetic guy in Adaptation. But I guess the difference is just that Adaptation was written by Charlie Kaufman, so they managed to give him some extra layers beyond just being pathetic. Like, he has some interiority. I think it has nothing interesting to say. I gave it 2 stars. It's kind of an interesting concept, I guess. But now, after Dream Scenario, I'm watching The Tragedy of Macbeth, and that shit fucking hits, bro. It's so crazy. I remember we read Macbeth in the 10th grade. You know, the play opens with the witches bubbling and toiling over the befouled cauldron and stuff. I remember a girl in our English class asking if witches actually existed back then, which is funny for a lot of reasons, many of which I think you will just derive for yourself, but it's very funny that there were like witches, but then they went extinct somehow. Like somehow they, despite having magical powers, we like outcompeted them, and now they no longer, like there's no place for them to survive anymore. We took them out. They weren't real witches, bro. They burned. So you think that this is not pre-recorded? They're trolling you. I'm live right now. Watch this. Stupid. Jahmyr Gibbs had a 73-yard touchdown run last night. Today is October the 21st, 2025. It's real. You should watch Stand and Deliver. I never watched that in high school. I don't even know what Stand and Deliver is, to be honest. It's a Sugar Ray song to me, sadly. I'm trying to think. If I bet I could remember 80% of the movies that I watched in high school, though. So I'll start with a Canadian classic. It's not a Canadian movie. The actor in it is Canadian, of course, but it's not a Canadian film. But our school only had a few VHS copies of movies in French that we could watch in French class, and for some reason they were all Jim Carrey movies. So I've seen Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls in French in school, and Dumb and Dumber in French in school, which seems insane to say now, but is 100% true. We watched a fuckload of Armageddon. In 9th grade, my school hired a teacher, and there's like, Malf would probably back me up on this. The conspiracy theory is that they basically hired him to be an all-star volleyball coach, but you can't just, at least in Canada or Ontario at the time, you couldn't just have like a full-time coach at the school. He had to also teach. I guess they were worried about like some NIL profit running type stuff. So he was like an amazing volleyball coach, and his heart really wasn't in it that much as a teacher, so they had him teach 9th grade geography. We watched Dante's Peak. We watched Pearl Harbor. Lots of movies. I think we may have watched the English version of Dumb and Dumber in that one as well, which is kind of insane. Watched Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. Troy. I remember our history teacher brought us a pirated copy of the movie Troy, because this was like the year that the movie came out. But her brother lived in China for some reason, so he went to like the street market and bought a pirated copy of the DVD and sent it to her so that we could watch it in history class. She's a really cool teacher. I remember the movie started and it still had a DVD menu, and it popped up and it said Tori, and I was laughing my fucking ass off. Watched The Matrix in philosophy class. That was pretty cool. Didn't watch Office Space in careers mode. In careers mode, we only watched good movies, like people getting impaled by forklifts and shit. It's like careers class for us was just like workplace safety videos for jobs that probably none of us would ever have. Anyway, I think that might... Oh, no, I watched Aaron Brockovich in Civics. That movie's pretty good. I think... Oh, you know what? In like 10th grade English class, I think we watched Dead Poets Society. That's like the perfect time to see that movie. We watched 300 in school. Okay, I mean, I couldn't have watched it in high school because the movie came out when I was in my first year of university. I watched it the way God intended, on my friend's laptop, HDMI cabled into a CRT television that somehow had an HDMI port on it, free booted from like Oink or some shit like that. I don't think you could get a more 2006 type experience for that movie, which is the most 2006 movie ever made. Is it a liminal space? We didn't know it at the time, but yeah, I'd say 2006 kind of a liminal space. If I could quantum tunnel back, I'm sure it would feel very liminal. Watch 300 off a burned CD in a 16-inch CRT in my friend's basement. Fuck, take me back. When you turn on your TV, make sure it's tuned to channel 3. He's got a power glove and a dirty mouth. What does he say? Take a diarrhea dump in his ear. He'd rather eat the rotten asshole of a road-killed skunk and drown it with beer. And in 2006, that fucking was the angriest gamer we'd ever heard, man. We didn't know. We didn't know how good we had it. He should! AVGN should review Trump. Oh, that might save us, man. An AVGN review of Donald Trump? Holy, that's what we need, man. That's what we need right now. He voted for him? Listen, I don't think that's true, but also it's none of my business. I just want the review, man. I just want the content. Keep politics out of it. I just want the AVGN review of Donald Trump. Why you got... This is why this website fucking sucks now, man. Everyone's got to make things political. I just thought it would be funny if there was an AVGN review of Trump, but then all of a sudden, people are bringing politics into it. It's crazy. Like, so did cringe exist in 2008? Yes, it did. But it didn't exist to the same degree. Because I definitely remember in my senior year of university, being at my friend's house. No, I was in my friend's room, which was in our house. And one of my roommates was like, what should we watch on YouTube? And I was like, oh shit, there's a new AVGN episode. And I put it on and we all watched it. I feel like now, if someone told me that story, I would be like generational or a loss. But I got away with it, and I don't even think I had Aura saved up, but I got away with it just because the culture was like different, man. And our roommate like didn't even play video games. She was just watching and going like, she was just laughing to be polite, I guess, or whatever. It was a nascent state of primordial cringe, I would say. I don't think we were asking too much, is this cringe? We were sometimes noticing cringe after the fact, but we were not asking, is this cringe? You're my little Scrooge thing. I don't give a hoot what the ghouls think. You know what I'm tired? Sorry, we had dead air for 5 seconds. Fuck, marry, kill the 3 ghosts from A Christmas Carol. Well, don't do that. I've decided don't do that. Never mind. Not all the bits work. Some of them gotta get smothered real early. I honestly think it'd be kind of sick. Like, it's played for melancholy that the ghost of Christmas Present is like this guy who's full of mirth or whatever. Like, it's this jolly so-and-so. But it's like, it's tragic. Spirit, please, why do you have to leave? Why do you have to leave now? He just goes, "'Tis the prophecy, come in and know me better, man." And you're like, damn, he's going gentle into that good night. Yeah, you would too if you were immortal and every day that you were alive was fucking Christmas, bro. I would be stoked to be going to bed too, because I know every day I wake up it's gonna be fucking Christmas again. That's the thing, Charles Dickens was actually pretty stupid and he never thought of that. I'm smarter than Charles Dickens. No, you're not? Oh, okay, Charles Dickens. Do a backflip. Okay, well, I should have chose something that I could do and he can't. But the point is, he's dead, so I'm smarter. Yes, and if you were my wife, I would drink it, madam. So true. Winston Churchill, maybe you should cut back on your drinking. The country really needs you. We're all worried about you. Maybe you should suck my cock, madam. Based, Winston Churchill. Based. We're not asking you to stop completely. We're just asking. It would be so hard to give that dude an intervention. Well, they managed to do it to John Mulaney, who's very clever himself, but I don't know. Winston Churchill they might need to put him in the Hannibal Lecter shit. Winston, your drinking is having a negative effect on us. Oh, please, madam, the only thing having a negative effect on you is the rising price of lard these days. Fuck! We gotta let him go! We have to let him go, he beat us! He beat us, we have to let him go now. We have to let him keep drinking. Churchill was mad racist. Source? Oh, I'm hearing the source is the books that he wrote. The source is the things that he said and wrote down in his books. You can't believe that shit, man. You're gonna watch The Long Walk? Oh shit, The Hunger Games, The Long Walk, The Long Walk. This is such a fucking funny job, man. I'm just saying shit. Battle Royale, The Long Walk. Yeah. Oh, man. Don't do that. Don't do Gen Z. First off, this is a Gen Alpha bit, I think. But don't do Gen Alpha, Franklin Delano Roosevelt be like, December 6th, 7th, 1941. A day which will live in infamy. Don't do that shit. That's fucking glib and crass. That's fucked up. A day that will live in skiminy. Oh, fuck. December 6th, 7th, 1941. A date which will live in skibbity. Actually, Rizzler FDR could be a crazy Halloween costume. All you need is a broccoli wig and a wheelchair and maybe like one of those long... Doesn't he have the penguin cigar or a cigarette holder? What are you supposed to be? I'm Gen Z FDR! I'm Gen Z FDR! Could work in Canada. I don't think the US is ready for it. They don't know who FDR is. Anyway, I'm gonna go pee. When we come back, we're gonna play some more Isaac. When did Canada confederate again? Don't, VIP Daniel, I see where you're going with this. Don't make me do it. Don't make me say it. Just so that you can hit me with a 6-7. Well. Kobe. A couple of weeks ago, people were saying, did you see the Kobe stream? And I said, Kobe stream? Why should we be surprised? Isn't he on a subathon? Turns out they were talking about a different Kobe. The beef fella? The dude who invented beef, yep. Kobe and Wagyu are kind of like the fucking Newton and Leibniz of beef. You ever think about that shit? What about ground? Oh shit, I always forget about ground. It would actually be so funny if it turns out that ground beef was invented by a guy named like like Tim Ground. No love for Angus? Bro, I literally said I'm watching The Tragedy of Macbeth, no spoilers, okay? Now you're in here talking about Angus? I don't know shit about Angus, I don't know shit about Malcolm, okay? So just chill. Chill on the I haven't seen the Scottish play, bro. Don't invoke the name of the Scottish play. No Gilgamesh spoilers, please. What? I hope you're ready for it, because that story of Gilgamesh, it's epic. Dank, hello weed. You know, I had to explain to my daughter what MLG was. I can't remember the context. MLG came up in something that she was watching, and she went, Dad, what's MLG? And you don't realize, like, the amount of context you need to explain the existence of Major League Gaming. Your wife needs you? She's gonna have to wait. I'm in the dank depths too, man. Press escape already and go? Nah, I gotta wait for it to dry first. 1 second. I don't know what stem cell does. It's funny because we're both at work right now. I'm getting yelled at to clean up the vomit that happened right next to her. What's up with that, man? I'm just saying there's a double standard. I'm not saying it's not acceptable. I'm just saying there's a double standard. If I was in a Mahjong game and I did this, people would be calling for my head. They would be like, I thought all that sushi stuff was a joke, but it turns out actually he's evil. Pause your game, bro. I can't, it'll take me out of my flow state, man. At least let me, if I find an item room, I'll do it, okay? But I need to find oh, well, fuck this, I can't leave on this room because then I won't remember where the fucking monsters are. Okay. After this, I got it. I don't want to get in trouble. Nice try, bud. Mogged, I'm afraid. Okay, I'll be right back. Screwed. Whew. You know, it's kind of nice just to have an excuse to run up the stairs. What a good guy. Well, I'm kind of evil. I'm also kind of evil. And you're gonna say why? I thought you cleaned it up. I did, but when she said thank you the first time, I didn't say you're welcome. Because I wanted to farm a few more thank yous. So I got, honestly, it was like stealing coins in Mario Party. On a one thank you worthy act, I got like 4 or 5 thank yous, which is kind of huge. I think I might have honestly come up ahead. Dark Ryan moment. Mind freak. 6, 7 thank yous, I wish. We should all be so lucky. I don't really get this game. I'll be playing Battlefield 6 later. Chibley, I don't know. I don't have the guts to tell you. I need to get a minion to tell you. I think Battlefield 6 is washed, man. I don't think anyone cares about it. Like, people have said the best part about it is that it got me saying Battlefield Sex, presented by G-Spot Now. I don't think anyone cares, man. I'm sorry to say, I don't think anyone cares. Not about you. People care about you. I don't want to be taken out of context. I just think, like, Battlefield 6 on Twitch, like, I mean, if you're nade shot, sure, but you're not nade shot, man. Even if you were, I'd still rather watch you probably open like 50 grand in Counter-Strike Global Offensive cases. That's the problem. Oni Pixel's got a big problem. Because the first stream I ever watched of him was $250,000 in CSGO case openings. So now he's got I'm not going to watch again until he does 500, I'm sorry to say. Funny that you say that while playing this game. I'm not really playing a game. I'm playing a game so that people like you don't complain because it doesn't match the form of what you expected to see. Mostly I'm just shooting the fucking breeze, to be honest with you. Honestly, social interaction is just easier when there's a little enrichment, man. Even parasocial interaction, to be honest. Like, I've never invited a buddy over, like, hey, I really want to talk to you. Why don't you come over and sit on my couch? We'll talk. There's always got to be, just to lubricate the gears a little bit, there's got to be a pretense. You want to come over, watch the game, let's go out, shoot some pool, something like that. New movie came out, you want to check out this restaurant. My wife doesn't really like Mexican food, yada, yada, yada. Something like that is, it allows us to be vulnerable because it masks our vulnerability. Maybe what we want is, like, we want to be able to say, hey, bro, it's been a while since I had any social interaction. Would you like to fill my social interaction meter? But instead, we gotta come up with, like, hey, we gotta come up with a reason. I don't really want to have anybody over, but the Blue Jays are in the World Series. Maybe don't call it a meter and it'll work. People like my idiosyncratic way of talking, I'm sorry to say. Sorry, I'm not about to be taking advice on how to interact socially from Twitch chat. That's like, well, you know what? It's not good. Let's just leave it at that. I was gonna say it's like taking driving advice from a celebrity who is famous for crashing their car. That was one of them. There was a few that came to mind. It was going no place good. You were gonna compare unfavorably, and I did us all a favor by steering away from the skid. I forgot Luka played for the Lakers. I had a visceral reaction to seeing him in the yellow jersey yesterday. Luka, Lakers, yellow jersey? I thought he played basketball. What the fuck's homie doing in the Tour de France? Thank you, thank you. The Tour de France, they wear a yellow jersey when they win a stage. And all the world's indeed a stage, and we are merely players. Out, out, brief candle. You have any poems memorized? Only that one where Shakespeare's negging his wife. He's got some crazy lines in that one, man. Babe, the point of the poem is that I love you even though you're ugly. Babe, you're not Babe, I knew this would happen. You don't support my work, babe. Oh, so what? Yeah. Yeah, I wrote that. You wrote, if hair be wires, then black wires lie on her head. Babe, it means your hair fucking sucks, but I still love you anyway. It's sweet. They're saying it's touching. All the scribes are saying it's touching. Oh, my fucking eyes are nothing like the sun. He was crazy for that one, man. He was in trouble. He should have said he wrote it about his mistress. Then he might have gotten away with it. He might have been like, no, I wrote it about some other woman I'm in love with who's ugly. You're the most beautiful woman I'm in love with, obviously. He didn't know what he was doing back then. The hell is that? Apollyon rune? Okay, I don't know how I remember that. That's kind of crazy that was taking up space in my brain. I thought you said Bit Crush voice line. I thought you said Bit Crush Voltaire for a second. I was tweaking, man. I thought you were talking about Dr. Pangloss. It's like, we really do have the most erudite chat on this fucking website, right? Everyone else is talking about shock collars or something like that. We're talking about how the fuck you feel about Candide. I'm off the Pangloss right now. You're crazy for that one, man. It's Tuesday. You can't be doing that stuff on Tuesday. Pangloss could literally be dying. He'd be saying some shit like, this is the best day ever. Yeah, he's a big SpongeBob head. I feel bad because I feel like Dr. Pangloss actually reminds me of, like, a lot of people in chat. Where, like, when you call out something sucking, they're like, yeah, and it's crazy to think this is as good as it could possibly be. I would think for all the Apollo heads out there, this is kind of like Maya Mogus. And a lot of the same tactics that will teach you how to be better at Among Us will also teach you how to be better at Isaac. So in Among Us, when you're the imposter, you never want to fake a one-step task, because it makes it too obvious that you're faking when the task bar does an increment. In Isaac, you never want to pick up like damage down, because it makes your damage go down. So there's a lot of like crossover sort of strategies that work in one that work in the other as well. It is all the YouTube tutorials my daughter's been watching about Among Us, despite never playing it, are now coming back. They're shooting their hands out of the river of CZ that's slowly being like decalcified off of my brain. Ah! The proteins are untangling. I'm untangling them manually. It's taken forever though. Anyone ever think that maybe Macbeth is actually suffering from mental illness? Like, I've been watching the movie. I know this isn't like the point. He does seem to be talking to himself a lot, which is a sign of mental distress. Like, I think he actually, it's not, I don't think it's like a witch's prophecy or anything that's actually driving him to taking those acts. I think he's actually under the effects of like an acute phase of psychosis or something like that. He actually literally, I mean, listen, his wife's not helping, but she also they might be trauma bonded, is something as well that would allow them to both shift the blame off of themselves. Acute Coke Zero toxicity. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. I think there's probably like a medical reason for Macbeth's violent tendencies. He kind of is a wife guy. Bro comes back with the title of the Thane of Cawdor and is like, I'm not gonna kill the king. And then she's like, you're not what? And then she gives him that Francis McDormand stare. And he goes, all right, I guess I'll do it. Prove this is not a recorded video from 2023? Okay, easily. Hey chat, how we all feeling about Bill Burr right now? What's the recent consensus on public opinion of Bill Burr? Yeah, look at the chat. Look at the chat. They're not saying he was poggers in The Mandalorian. It worked! It's complicated. Okay, there's some... nuance doesn't exist, bitch. Get it twisted. Nuance doesn't exist, okay? And I get Holy Mantle? I told you, the problem with Isaac is just too easy when you're a beast like me. Oh, tears down, damage down, no good items, HP's at 0. Okay, see if I care. Oops, press the spacebar. Presses the spacebar, shoots a fire at you while walking backwards slightly to make sure it doesn't overrun you. Ergo, it stays on your hitbox for longer, leading to more ticks of damage. Fuck it. Does a glitter bomb that does nothing. Charms you somehow, leading you to take a bunch of damage that I'm not responsible for. Honestly, that was low-key impressive. No, not today. Not today. Not today. Alcoholic Anakin Skywalker be like, we're killing Yinglings. Get in, we're killing Yinglings. Okay, I kind of like it. I kind of like Star Wars alcohol, Anakin Skywalker. But it's kind of fucked up. He's still a bad guy because isn't Yingling like a big, it's a big Trump donor? I could support Order 66, but I draw the line at drinking the Trump beer. I don't know, he should be drinking Bud Light, bro. They don't even sell it in Vermont? Bro, we ain't talking about Vermont, we're talking about Coruscant, bro. We finally got to Coruscant, the Jedi Council I knew would want to hear how good the boy could be. But the midichlorians told the tale. We brought him in and we told the tale how his midichlorians were off the scale and he might just fulfill the fucking prophecy. The council was impressed, of course. Could he bring balance to the Force? They interviewed the kid. Oh, training they forbid. Because, and get this, Yoda sensed in him much fear. Qui-Gon said, just listen here, stick it in your pointy ear. I still will teach this boy. He started singing you know what I'm talking about? I hope you enjoyed my brief foray into using Letterboxd again. A new gacha comes out tonight at 8, so that's probably gonna suck up my bike time. Which one? I don't know. What's the one with the Slay the Spire, but the characters have big boobies? It's, I always get the name. It's Cosmic Zone Nightmare, I think. I don't need to know the name because I already got it preloaded. This one anime lady has a sheer top on. Yeah, and she might be dressed the most demure of all. That ain't nothing compared to what I lost to the bookie. It's just all stems. Man, no wonder people are still playing this. This game might be good, man. This game might be good. It might be Isaac October, I'm sorry. You played the rest, now return to the best, man. I'm gonna have one bad run and be like, fuck this game forever. I'm gonna do one Eden run where I start with low damage and low fire rate, and I'm gonna be like, a stupid fucking game. Remember why I stopped playing this shit to begin with. Oh, isn't she lovely? I'm hitting the keyboard like I'm Stevie. Isn't she wonderful? God, her fucking harmonica coming in from off screen would have been so good there. Actually, having a harmonica stand as a streamer might be fucking sick. Can you imagine hitting a joke or something and then playing a sick harmonica lick and then just going right back to the... And I know it would sound so fucking bad this close to the microphone too. Holy fuck, that could be good, man. That could be fucking sick. But I just can't do it because I think if I had the fuck-ass harmonica stand with my bald-ass head, I would look like Darth Vader in the Return of the Jedi after they take his fucking helmet off, dude. I don't think anyone would take me seriously. Even if I was hitting that shit. Oh, fuck. By the way, if you want a decent source for CZN-related, Pridwin's website is what 90% of chatters will be quoting to you. Just put the big-tittied characters in the bag. Which character am I looking for, okay? If I'm gonna be a Gooner, I'm gonna be an S-tier Gooner, okay? I'm not gonna be gooning to just slightly depraved stuff. We're gonna get into some serious excess. You know those animated images where like a woman will have breasts so large that it covers like the rest of her body? And you're like, who wants that? That's gonna be me. That's the type of shit that I'm aspiring to, okay? The type of shit that you would look at and be like, nobody wants that. I'm trying to be that guy. I'm trying to be him. That's me? Not yet, but soon. Soon that'll be me. Right now, I don't know who that guy is and I never want to meet him. I want to meet him when I look in the mirror tomorrow morning. Bro thinks S-tier gooning is big boobs. Not big, Chibli, huge! Huge boobs. Imagine if this was my first NL stream. Okay, anyone here, any first-time chatters want to pop their chat cherry to say how they feel about the stream so far? Give me an honest review. Give me an appraisal. Remember, before you give it a negative review, remember the harmonica bit? People seem to really like that one. What if the streamer had a harmonica? Remember when I said that I would look like Darth Vader when they took his helmet off in Return of the Jedi? You guys seem to really vibe with that imagery. It's a banger. It's been hilarious. I have stinky poop in the toilet. It's nice. Thumbs up. The real thing is, you might think like, this is a dishonest first stream, but this is a really honest first stream. This is like a perfect distillation of the type of stuff I'm all about. The real people who should feel tricked are the people who started watching Binding of Isaac gameplay on my YouTube channel when they were like 13 years old, and now they're like 24 and they're here listening to this drivel. They should feel taken advantage of because that's like a crazy pipeline. That's insane. Anyone who's here for the first time, I mean, you're finding good stuff. I think you're finding funny stuff. We're trying to entertain you a little bit. This would be such a sick time to drop a fucking a live essay about talking way too seriously about the science of humor on Twitch. That would go so hard. If I could just get Ricky Gervais, Chris Rock, Jerry Seinfeld, and Louis C.K. in a room together, and then lock the door, and then swallow the key like this. And then rub my tummy. And I burp, and I burp like, there's like a smoke ring of a key when I burp, because I just swallow, just to remind the audience who may have been looking at their phones. This would go hard in the silent film era. You think any of those silent film stars had a fucking funny voice? You think that Buster Keaton was like, he had a voice like Rick Astley or something like that? Could be funny. You know what I was thinking? When you die, I don't really care to see my life flash before my eyes, but what I would love, well, I mean, it could be worse. It could be someone else's life, I guess, but it could be your life. But what I would love to see is like a breakdown of what other things I would have been good at if I did them. I think there's a part of me, I don't really want to be a race car driver, but anytime I'm driving, I'm kind of like, or playing a racing game, I'm like, damn, I'm kind of good at this. Except for Mario Kart, but that's not really a racing game. That's like a try not to get mad simulator. I would love it like if I died, like a little thing came up and was like at the end of like a supermassive game, it was like, you would have been pretty good as a Formula 1 driver. I would have been like, I fucking knew it, man. I fucking knew it. I'd love to know. Or the same thing, like, obviously LeBron James is the GOAT of basketball. Nobody even debates it. But is it possible that there's like a caveman who has even higher basketball intelligence? There was just no way for them to have tapped into it because basketball didn't exist? Like there could be like a prehistoric person. Maybe it could have been Australopithecus fucking Michael Jordanicus or whatever. That would have been even better than LeBron at basketball, but because they didn't have basketball, they didn't know, man. This is some Baki shit. I hate when I come up with what I think is like a cool idea philosophically and then someone says this is just like that fucking anime. God damn it. Just let me land my ult so I can hit my harmonica sting and then let's move on, okay? My friend is on my ass ever since you said he won't return to that Vancouver cafe where he saw you. Well, I don't know. Okay, so for anyone who's not familiar, Glass&75, long-term friend of the channel, Vancouver Film School alumni, aspiring Gastown resident. Sorry, I'm giving like your whole, every piece of relevant metadata about your life. This is what happens for the AI agent the second you trigger a customer service support ticket, by the way. They're like, this is how you should treat this person given their net worth. Anyway, one weekend, it was Chuseok weekend, which is like Korean Thanksgiving. It's a very important day in the Korean calendar. My wife and my daughter were both wearing the hanbok, the Korean traditional outfit for special occasions. We went to a cafe in Vancouver and we were gonna get something to eat, but the problem is that they didn't have anything that my daughter would like. The cafe was too cool, and I mean that as a positive thing. When you got a 5-year-old kid, you have to you gotta pick and choose your cool restaurants very carefully. Sometimes you'll go to a cool restaurant, like New Fuji, for example. Cool restaurant, but they also have chicken karage on the menu. But my kid does not want to eat like a spinach and leek turnover for breakfast. It's just not gonna happen. So it is what it is. So we walked out without getting anything. And then that Monday, what do you mean New Fuji -2? What the hell are you talking about New Fuji -2? New Fuji -2, are you trolling? They're part of the Toyokan Bowl restaurant group. How could you do that? I thought they would be on this screen. They're not on this screen because I think I took this from the New Fuji website, but so we didn't get anything. But then Glass&75 came into my chat that Monday and said, hey, my friend was working at the cafe you guys went to on Saturday. What did you get? And then I had, okay, there's a whole rigmarole here because I was not wearing the hanbok, and the reason that I was not wearing the hanbok is because I was like, there's shooters out there. I'm like a pseudo public figure. I'm never gonna recover from the, I don't know if it'd be aura loss or what, or like, I had images of like me getting hit with a candid shot of me in the hanbok becoming like the new lingua franca for like white guy, just taking on Asian culture for like his own devices, right? So I was like, I don't want to be the symbol of that. And it turns out I was fucking right because Glass&75 is a friend that worked at this cafe. And they might have asked for a picture and then I would have never recovered, right? Then I also said, I can't go back to that cafe now because now I don't know what their friend looks like. So every time, if I ever went back to that cafe, I would be looking at everybody the way that Mads Mikkelsen is looking at the people in the party at the end of the movie The Hunt because he doesn't know who fired the fucking shot, right? So I just can't go there. There's other cafes that I can go to and that's fine. But I hope you understand why I can't go back. I can't go back because I'm going to be paranoid that everybody I'm talking to is good. It's going to be asymmetrical conversations. I'm going to be talking to them as if we don't know each other, but they're actually going to know me and they're going to be like judging the interaction on that. I was thinking about it because I had to stop by a cafe this weekend and I drove right by it. If this is not a bit, it's not one of the myriad times I misrepresent something for stream and then live my truth in public. On this one, I said, no, I can't go there. I can't go there. It's I want a croissant. I don't want the whole rigmarole of what could be going on. And the other thing is, I would say something like, let me know if they change jobs or go to work at a different place, because then I can go back to that place because it looks pretty good. But now I'm going to be like, you're probably going to be lying. You're probably going to be lying just to get me to go back so that your friend can grab a shot of me wearing my hanbok, which is perfectly fine for a white boy to wear a hanbok on Chuseok. I'm also part of a Korean family, okay? I should be able to you know, appropriate a little bit of the culture because I'm raising a child who's also steeped in the culture. That being said, I'm not going out like that. Let's put it that way. I'm gonna say that the guy with the ponytail wearing the kimono, I want him to stay the symbol of this stuff, okay? I don't want me to be the symbol of this stuff. I want him to take the heat so that I can eat the cooking. I got friends in cafes all over Vancouver. I'm gonna get you one day. That could be true. That could be true. But just don't tell me. Because I got a lot of them that I really like. I got a lot of them that I really like. And I would hate to not be able to go to some of them because I would know that your friend works there. Or the alternative is, with your consent and your friend's consent, you could send me a picture of your friend so that I can go into that place and I'll know who they are, so I won't be looking deep in the eyes of everybody in the cafe. He could also just send a picture of any person and say it's their friend. Fuck, you're right. They could AI generate a person in Photoshop and just send me a picture of someone that doesn't even fucking exist. And then, fuck! That's all I got. Anyone else here work at a Vancouver restaurant? Anyone here spot me at a Vancouver restaurant? Drop the restaurant. It's the gang stalking arc is real. Drop the name of the restaurant and what I ordered, and I can sniff a phony a mile away. Spotted you at Pho 37. Never been there. You're a hater. You probably live in Burnaby. Burnaberry and Spotted. Mods, create a bunch of traffic surrounding Crystal Mall so that they have a hard time getting home from school later today. You were at On and Chi building your own rap? Wrong! I was at On and Chi getting, like the number 37 or whatever it's called with lemongrass pork and also a little bit of chicken. But in hindsight, if I go back to On and Chi, I think I would just get it just with the chicken. Or sorry, just with the pork. I think the lemongrass pork was a little better than the chicken, but it was nice to have a variety, I'm not gonna lie to you. Saw you using the Bitcoin ATM at the Kingsway 7-Eleven. That was me, but I was making a withdrawal, just so you know, not a deposit. I was making a withdrawal. So none of you have seen me is what I'm realizing. None of you have seen me. I honestly thought I was kind of a little bit more popular than that. Kate will tell you, I think I get recognized like once a month. And I'll always point it out to her. I'll be like, that guy right there, that guy recognized me. And now I'm realizing that I'm insane. And that is not what's happening. People are probably just giving me an extended glance because I'm walking on my toes like a fucking weirdo. And I'm going, yep, they must love my videos. They probably love my YouTube videos. They're too shy. You should say something. You should introduce yourself. I don't bite. All right. That's me bouncing up and down on my toes as I walk through the grocery store. Taking a look at my life and realizing there's nothing left. Pisses me off. Or whatever. Hey, old. Music in the cathedral goes crazy. One thing I loved about being in Europe, being at the churches and the cathedrals, and then like, wow, this church was built in the 11th century. That's fucking crazy. This shit is so old. Take a picture of that. Wow, this painting is from like 1631. Go take a picture of that. And wow, look at that organ. That's so ornate. That organ is so beautiful. That's crazy. 1991? Delete that picture. Delete that. That shit was built in the Clinton administration. That shit ain't even old, man. Get that picture off your phone. That ain't worth the damn space. That isn't old, you liar. How I feel about the Gastown clock? That shit is from the 70s. That's pretty fucking funny. It's only good if it's old? Bro, if I wanted to see new shit, do you think I would be in Europe? I would be in fucking Asia, bro. I went to Europe to see old shit. Don't show me a church organ that's younger than I am. Are you crazy? If I wanted to see new shit, I would go to China. I went to Europe specifically to see some of the oldest shit that I could find, that I can't find in my own country. I don't care how good it is. I want old stuff. Older stuff, please. No, not that old. That's too old. That's kind of how I felt in the British Museum. There's a sweet spot for historical artifacts, man. It's like probably from, I don't know. Anytime you get into those old ass cave paintings, I'll level with you, man. They did not know how to draw back then. I get they were using like animal blood or something like that, but I don't know. El Greco Mogs, I'm afraid. El Greco Mogs. They were busy not dying? Well, I'm busy worrying about the Sunshine Girls. We ain't so different. Stream time's up. I'm so excited. Oh, I was gonna say I'm gonna eat pierogies, but then I realized my wife bought me some lunch. Wife lunch plus pierogies! It's the greatest day ever! Dr. Pangloss was fucking right! I'm sorry for all that shit I said about you, Dr. Pangloss. You're right. Sometimes it is the best day ever. Sometimes you get pierogies and the lunch that your wife got for you without you asking for it on the same day. But he was saying that shit on days where like his nose was falling off and stuff. That's not okay. W wife in chat, please. Fuck you. Yeah, why not? W wife. It feels so fucking good to tell people to type something and then see them type it. It feels incredible. And you know what's crazy? It also feels pretty good to be the motherfucker typing it after someone tells you to type it. Alright, I'll slash marker you on this one. 'Tis the season to be happy and jolly. And Tiny Tim, who did not die. I would love to see Scrooge v. Wemby, bro. It's kind of the classic England versus France basketball showdown we always love to see. Anyway, enjoy my wife's stream. I'll see you. Yeah, Wemby probably clears. I'll see you tomorrow. Later, y'all.
Heart and soul. It's got a lot of heart and soul. I don't know the rest of the words, but it's got a pretty good bass line, heart and soul. My wife is streaming Mahjong Monday's Pog. I'll send you right over to her stream. Hope you have a great rest of your Monday night. I'll see you tomorrow for Dome Keeper. A scrammy,